Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. My name is Gayatri, English teacher of Dr. Besant School. Today we are going to have a third class English subject. Okay, children. In our last class, we started our parts of speech, right? So let us continue and complete those parts of speech today. So, topic is parts of speech. Topic is parts of speech. I already told you how many parts of speech we have in English. There are 8 parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech. They are, what are they? One by one I want you all to answer. First one is noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and the last one is interjection. I think you already have noted down these all 8 parts of speech, right? Yes, children. So these are the 8 parts of speech we have in English language. Noun, I want you all to read along with me once again. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Once again, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech we have. Already yesterday we completed up to here, up to adverbs, right? So let us recall all these once again. So what do you mean by noun? What do you mean by noun? Nouns are naming words. Yes or no? Nouns are naming words. Naming words means which tell us the names of persons, places, animals and things. Because without nouns, if you want to call anything or anyone, if you want to tell something about, if you want to tell about a chalk piece, how could I say bring me that? Bring me that means what you'll bring. If I say go and get me a chalk piece, then you'll understand, you will go and get that. Isn't it? Means you need to have some name to that particular person or place or animal or thing so that you can call them easily. Without names, we can't even identify what is what. So, nouns are naming words. They tell us the names of persons, places, animals and things. That's what we learned yesterday. Now, second one is pronoun. Pronouns means, please parents listen whether they are telling the correct answer or not. Words used in place of noun. Words used in place of noun. In place of noun, whatever words we use. Suppose for boys we generally use he. For girls we use she. For animals and things we use it. For many we use they. Sometimes if me ourself also is present in that many, we use we. So I, you, all these are pronouns. Means we are using in place of telling the name for many times, we use these pronouns. Okay, children. So you are clear with pronouns. Now what are verbs? Verbs are, yes, you all are clear with this. Action words. Action, the action done by us. I'll move my hand, I'll dance, I'll sit, I'll stand, I'll write on the board, I'm speaking. Whatever actions we do generally in a sentence, whatever the action done, whatever the action is done by the noun, those are verbs. I think you all are very clear with verbs. Next one is adverbs. Adverbs means which tell us more about verb, which give us more information about verb, which describes the verb. Yes or no? Which describes the verb. Means how I am writing. Whether I am writing neatly or clumsily, whatever I am writing. Whether I am speaking clearly, fluently, or with mistakes, how I am speaking, whatever action done, how that action is done. Whether fast, slowly, neatly, steadily, whatever the done action done, the way the action is done, those are adverbs. Generally, most of the time, adverbs end with ly. Okay, children. So till now, you all are very clear. What are nouns, pronouns, verbs, and adverbs? Today we'll start with adjectives. Today we'll start with adjectives. Small difference between adverb and adjectives. Adverbs they describe the verbs. Adjectives they describe the nouns. So we say them describing words. We call adjectives as describing words. They describe the nouns. Like if I say, I have a long hair, I have a short hair, I have black hair. The boy in the class sitting in the class is tall. Means whatever word we use to describe the noun. How the boy is tall. How is my hair long or short or black, white, whatever it is. So the words which describe the noun, these are interlinked with each other. The word which describes the noun, those are adjectives. Let us see some more examples for adjectives. Okay, children, let us see some more examples for adjectives. Okay, so that you'll be clear what exactly adjectives are. See now. So adjectives are describing the nouns. Adjectives are the words which describe the nouns. Means it can describe anything like shape or color or size or feels or sounds, looks like or number, whatever it may be. Anything you can. I have 6 pencils. How many pencils I have? 6. Yes or no? So 6 is also an adjective because it is just how many pencils? Pencils, 6 pencils. So next, for example, for round, I have a round ball. If I say round ball, what kind of ball I have? Round. So round will be adjective. This is my blue chalk piece. This is my blue chalk piece. Blue will be adjective. Yellow chalk piece, red chalk piece, anything. Size, you can say large, tall, short, small. This is my small, if I say, let me show you. This is my small chalk piece. What kind of chalk piece is very small, isn't it? So small is also an adjective. Next. Soft. See, her hair is soft, hard, cool, hot. Anything you can say. How you feel? Next, sounds. It is loud or slow noise, loud noise, or the voice is very slow. Anything you can tell. Means overall adjectives are nothing but which describes the nouns. Means they tell us how nouns are. See here also the tastes of the adjectives, whether the food you have cooked is sweet or sour or hot or spicy, whatever it is. The color, smells, behavior, are you a good boy? We generally say, no, yeah, he is the good boy in the class. He is the bad boy in the class. He is the naughty boy in the class. Means we are describing the particular boy by using some words, but like naughty, good, bad. So whatever the word may be which describes the noun, those are adjectives. If I say this is a pink chart, what color chart it is? What colored chart it is? Pink. So pink will be obviously an adjective. Yes. So have you look? She wore a pretty frock. She wore a pretty beautiful frock. I say. What kind of frock she wore? Frock is a noun. What kind of frock she wore? Pretty beautiful. So these both will be adjectives because they are describing the frock. Yes or no? So how many? As I told you, the number will also sometimes work as an adjective. Some more, you see, they gave some more examples for adjectives. See. Here, how is the weather? The weather is cool. The weather is cool. So cool will be adjective. How is the taste of that food? Sweet, sour, spicy, whatever the taste may be, those are also adjectives. Size, large, heavy. Look, long, short, tall, fat, thin. All these are adjectives only. Smell, sweet. Patience, behavior, quiet, heavy, grey colors, straight, or I have a straight rope. Something, whatever you describe the nouns with, all those words which we use to describe the nouns, those are adjectives. So adjectives are describing words. I want you all to tell me along with me. Adjectives are describing words. Adjectives are describing words. They describe the nouns. They describe the nouns. How the noun look like. Okay, those words which tell us about the nouns, those are adjectives. So you are clear with adjective? Next, coming to prepositions. What are prepositions? Prepositions are, if you observe in the word itself, you have what are prepositions. Prepositions means position words. Means it shows the position of the noun. Where is the noun? In a sentence, it shows us the position of the noun. Let me show you some examples. Prepositions are position words. Suppose I say, where is the chalk piece? I kept in the box. So the chalk piece is in the box. Where is the chalk piece? In the box. So in is the preposition here. Same way, where are the fruits and vegetables? All these fruits and vegetables are in the tray. Where are the fruits and vegetables? In the tray. So in is a preposition. Now let us see some more examples. Where is the stick? Where is the stick? Is on the book. Where is the stick? On the book. Where it is? On, mida. So on will be preposition. Where is the stick? Under the book. Where is the stick? Under the book. So under is also preposition. Where? So on, under you got two more. Where am I standing? Where am I standing? Near the board. Near the board. So near is also a preposition. Beside is a preposition. Over is a preposition. See, you see, where are the fans? Over your heads? Where are the lights? On the walls? Yes or no? So, beside, in front of, back to me, under, in, on, whatever words they may be, they show us the position of the noun. Those are prepositions. Let us see some examples in the charts. See the first one. See the first one. The unicycle is under the bear. Where is the unicycle? This is the unicycle. Bear is on the unicycle. Unicycle is under the bear. So under is a preposition. Where is the musician? Beside the tent. Here is the tent. He is standing beside the tent. So musician is beside the tent. So beside is also a preposition. Now you see, where is the clone? Where is the clone? Is between the two elephants. Between the two elephants. Between. After, before will also be prepositions only. Between the two elephants is a preposition. Now next one. Where is the lion sitting? Is sitting on the stool. Where is the lion sitting? Sitting on the stool. So on again preposition. Understood? Next, let us see some more. See here. Where is the egg? Egg is between the two eggs. Yes or no? So between. Here this egg is over the above the table, not on the table. On means it should touch the table. Above the table. So above, on the table. Here on. In the box. Under the table. Between these two eggs. Below the table. Anything. Behind the table. Near the table. Beside the table. Means whatever. It shows us. Inside, above, over, inside, above, over, between, beside, outside, under, below. All these are prepositions. Prepositions are nothing but they show us the position of the nouns. Where is the noun exactly located? On the, in the, under the, below the, beside the, behind the, in front of, over, above, between, after, before, whatever the place may be, it shows us the position of the nouns. Those are prepositions. Now let us go to conjunctions. Conjunctions are nothing but they join two sentences or two nouns. Those are combining words. So we call conjunctions as combining words. We call conjunctions as combining words. We call conjunctions as combining words. Combining words means, suppose you see, the boy is crying. Why is the boy crying? Because his mother bet him. Okay, so the boy is crying because his mother bet him. So the boy is crying is one sentence. The mother bet him is another sentence. I am combining these two sentences using because. So the boy is crying because the mother bet him. So because will be, because it is combining those two sentences, because will be conjunction. Because will be conjunction. Understood? In the same way, Ravi and Sunil are going to the park. Ravi and Sunil are going to the park. Who are going? Ravi, Sunil. These two I combined using the word and. Okay, so and will be conjunction again. Let us see some more examples for conjunctions. See, these are some more conjunctions. So, or, and, but, since, until. With so you can you try an example, a sentence using so? He stood first in the class because that is. For with so, he prepared very well for the exam, so he stood first in the class. He prepared very well for the exam at home. He prepared hard at home, so he stood first in the class. If he have not prepared well, how could he stand first in the class? Yes or no? Because he prepared very well, he stood first in the class. He prepared very well for the exam, so he stood first in the class. Like that. Next, or. If someone comes to your house, what do you generally ask? Would you like to have tea or coffee? Generally we ask this. Would you like to have tea or coffee? Tea is a noun, coffee is a noun. These two I am combining using the word or. So would you like to have tea or coffee? Can you give me a pencil or pen? Anything, no problem. Can you please lend me a pen or pencil? Can you please lend me a pen or pencil? Anything, no problem, but I want help from you, pen or pencil. Or like that, but He tried hard, but he did not win the game. He tried hard, but because of some reason, he did not win the game. He tried hard, but he did not win the game. But like that, for every conjunction, there is some meaning. These are some of the conjunctions which we generally use in our daily language. So these combine two sentences or two words. So we call these as combining words called conjunctions. See some more yet, for, who, and, but, since, until, after, because, when, while, so that, however, if, thus, even though. These are more beyond than you just use these words, it's enough. Once, after, while. Okay. The mother finished her work while the baby was sleeping. When did the mother finish her work? While the baby was sleeping. So mother finished her work, baby was sleeping. These two we combine using while. So while will also be a conjunction. Yes or no, children? So I think you are clear with conjunctions. The last one, nothing but surprising words. What are they? Intersections. Intersections means surprising words. Intersection means surprising words. Surprising words means generally we use these words with exclamation marks. We generally use these words with exclamation marks. Exclamation mark means a line dot with a dot down to it. This is exclamation mark. We generally use this for intersections. So, examples for that is someone if in your class will come with a beautiful dress. What do you say? Wow, what a beautiful dress. Yes, wow. With exclamation mark, intersections. If someone spoils your book, oh no, what you have done? What you have done to my book? What you have done with my book? Oh no, alas, I forgot to get my book. Alas, oh no, wow, what a cool weather now. What a cool weather it is. So weather, wow, alas, oh no. All these are the words which give us with exclamation or surprising. Those are intersections. Okay, children. So once again, we'll read all this. So there are 8 parts of speech in English. First one is noun, nothing but naming words, which tells us the names of persons, places, animals, and things. The second one is pronoun. Those are the words which we use in place of noun, instead of noun, like he, she, it, they, you, we, I. All these are pronouns. Third one is verb. Verbs are nothing but action words. Verbs are action words, which shows us the action of the noun, like play, sit, stand, jump, cry, laugh, whatever action done by the noun, those are verbs. Next, adverbs. Adverbs tell us more about the verbs. Like they describe the verbs, whether the verb is writing neatly or fast or slowly or beautifully or sincerely, whatever ly words, maximum all the adverbs end with ly only, but in some cases there will be no ly, but which describes the verbs, those are adverbs. Next, adjectives are nothing but they describe the nouns, whether the noun is tall or short or beautiful, ugly, fat, thin, whatever they describe the noun, those are adjectives. Prepositions are nothing but it shows us the position of the nouns, whether the noun is on the, in the, under the, below the, above the, beside the, near the, whatever the position shows, those are prepositions. Next, conjunctions are nothing but they combine two sentences or two nouns, like and, but, whom, while, until, yet, all. So all these are conjunctions. Intersections are, I already told you, nothing but they are surprising words. They give the surprising feelings like wow, oh no, alas, shit, hurry up. All these are intersections. So children, I think you all are very clear with parts of speech. So for today, your homework is you need to write all these parts of speech one time in your rough book with at least 5 examples for each part of speech. Okay, children, I think you are clear with the homework. Write every part of speech, its definition, everything. Just copy it from the board. If you feel that I'm On the board, you can pause wherever you get the complete picture. You pause it and copy all these things. And I didn't write any example here because that is your task to do for today. You need to write with every part of speech at least five examples. Take the pic of that and post me in my WhatsApp number. Okay, children. So we'll meet in our next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care.